Season 10 in just 3 words. Woo.
3 words.
Highs,
Eventful.
lows,
I would say challenging,
Challenging,
Challenging.
experience,
learning,
Resilience.
Rewarding.
improving.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Fun.
We are moving forward.
The restructure within the team has been very good. Getting Fred on board, giving us a clear direction. I think he's done a great job in restructuring the whole department from development and race team side, getting Mahindra as a group involved.
At the beginning of the season, we had so many new members of staff, whether it was at the factory or at the racetrack. Even the drivers were both new.
I think in the strategy of rebuilding the team, we needed 2 drivers bringing a lot of experience of top teams, winning races, big performances.
and I had some very interesting conversations actually with Fred Bertrand, explained me a little bit his vision of how he could basically develop the team in the future, and I was kind of like seduced by this conversation. It was the right timing actually to start a new adventure with a new team.
Second one to come was Nick.
What appealed me to Mahindra was Fred's vision and ideas to get Mahindra back to where it belongs.
With Nick and Edo, we've gelled as a team really quickly, and that's really been the backbone of the restructuring within the team and the improvements we've seen within the team.
We had new people joining the team, some key people on the technical side, and in particular Jeremy. We restructured the race team around Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, with Jeremy, he's an engineer that understands, the difficulties that a driver can have.
Yeah, it was a challenge for me to work with the new team. We say everything to each other. I think for me it was a great experience. We were like a big family, which honestly I like to have.
New people bring the motivation, new attitude, new ideas next to the people with the experience, and pulling on everybody's strengths to make it an even stronger and more cohesive team.
There has been great addition to the team in terms of knowledge and ideas. It's really getting to know how to work together effectively that makes the difference in the race scenario.
Felt like everyone's got a smile on their face, everyone's happy to see you when you're in the office, everyone's happy to see you at the racetrack. So yeah, some really positive things.
For sure, when you start a season, you don't expect to start with so much difficulties, so much challenges.
Yeah, I think it was a steep learning curve for all of us.
The way it started in Valencia was definitely not the way we wanted. In a way, it was I will never be able to say that it was a good way of starting to seal the team, but it was definitely part of an additional layer in the way to rebuild and to create a foundation.
After that fire, we really pulled all our strengths together, the best of attitudes, just let's get this done somehow, let's make this happen, and the team's been great.
I think the first race weekends were extremely challenging because we were not qualifying at the front. So yeah, we were coming up like during the races, but mainly because we were starting at the back. And this is something that slowly but surely, like during the year, we managed actually to address, and we started to qualify like better and better.
It's frustrating in that early stage where you want to get out there and win, but you have to be pragmatic about it. You know that you're going to sacrifice some of that immediate performance to ensure that you get repeatability, and that's the key that we've been building in. But as we've shown over the last 5-6 events of continuous point scoring, that's what we were targeting.
We would like to show people that the choices we have made were the right choices, and that even if some people may expect results to come very quickly and very early, we need that time. And this is what has been confirmed in the rest of the season with a ramp-up curve which came late, but definitely came high. Tokyo was probably one of the first races where we felt that we can transform the performances we were starting to see on simulation, on the screens of our computers, on the mind of our engineers, into a reality. And the great race Edo did there was definitely the one we needed to confirm that on track. But it's a bit of it was a very cold shower, when at the end of the race we got the feedback from the FIA that we had a little bit of a non-conformity in the way we managed the very last 10 meters of the race, maybe, or maybe even less. So it makes a very big up in a way and a very big down. So you learn also from those type of moments. We went through all the softwares which could put us at risk like this to make sure that we can correct for the future.
I would say, so you don't only have Tokyo, remember also Sao Paulo, because in Sao Paulo it was the first time that we were showing everyone that we were competitive. There were like several, like actually free practice and in quali where we were like in the top 5, and this was a first for us, and demonstrating that we had the skills, you know, to race at the front.
Berlin, where do we start?
Berlin proved to be extremely good for us.
It's going to be pole position for Enno Mortara and for Mahindra here for round 9. And for the team that haven't scored any points so far in 2024, they finally get one.
We managed to be on pole during the first day, scored some points actually during the race.
It was a good reward for the team. It showed the good work they did, and I think it was the main point of the season for us.
It was really good to show that we've got the speed within the car.
That just makes it so worth all the long nights, the long hours, all the days away from friends, family, or the jet lag and whatnot. It just makes it so worth it.
And to do a pole position is not by accident, it's not by chance, it's not by miracle. It's particularly in the middle of the season like this, it's because you really have put all the ingredients around the driver, around the car, around the performance of the team, and this has been concluded with in a great way with that pole position. Shanghai was the confirmation that we have 2 strong drivers, but sometimes we can have some up and some downs. In the case of Shanghai, at that moment Nick was there and was able to really show the way and then take the team and push everyone to think that, okay, we are still there, we can do it. And it was good to see Nick performing twice, I would mean. Once during the race and be able to come back, score points, but then also in quali, go to duel, take a 4th position on the grid.
It felt great, and I think you need to manage your expectations. You need to set your own realistic targets, and I think for us that is fighting for points. So if we succeed in doing that, I think that is a kind of a victory for our team.
Going to Portland, we knew that the car could be, could be more efficient there than in other racetracks. Qualifying was already quite good. I started P6, and then from there we did execute as a team quite a good race. Ended up P4.
P4 in Portland, that was fantastic to get the result, get some good points for the team.
P4 has just been amazing, and it's been nice to see everyone with a smile at last and see that all these working together had led to something. And as I said, this is just the beginning.
Portland is a satisfaction and frustration because we felt the pace was there, but definitely we could have scored even more points than what we did, particularly on the second day.
Race 2 could have been as good or maybe even better. Unlucky contact, my mistake, with Da Costa caused us a puncture. I didn't see him. He was in a blind spot. Turned. Unfortunately, that caused us, to retire. But at least we are showing good pace, good improvements in terms of race pace.
I think London in general, that the race will be special. I'm happy for the 2 of them, to be honest, because P4, P5 for the 2 drivers was a very good moment.
Now, in the last race weekends, really we can see that everything is working better compared to the beginning of the season, and we are executing as a group in a much nicer and a better way than at the start.
It's the kind of work of everyone that has been involved and everyone that has pushed since the very beginning of this project.
Yeah, it's giving us kind of a momentum, to go for the next year.
It's it's really starting to feel like there's some good energy back in the team. There's a real buzz. People are working hard, are pushing forward. We've got some exciting things in the pipeline for next year.
It's a new car, so it's a little bit of a question mark for everybody.
I never drove the car, but I'm very much looking forward to drive it in private testing.
I do believe the racing will change quite significantly because of the attack mode being in four-wheel drive.
Tire will be different for sure, so it will be a new challenge to adapt to that.
I think we collectively hope that our new powertrain will obviously close majority of the gap to our main contenders.
First time we ran the car on track, the new car for season 11, it ran very reliably. It's looking like a definite improvement for next season.
I think that when you come to the racetrack, you're looking for execution as being key. You have to make sure you're prepared for the event so that really you're playing out the plan, but you've got process in place to adapt if things change. That's what we're there to do and it's what we train for. So the expectation is we turn up and maximise the test day.
Quite a few, let's say, exciting bits for us. And I cannot wait actually to see how it's going to develop basically next year.
A lot will happen within the next months. We need to bring the experience of this season. We need to bring the new car together, bring the driver also inside. And it means a lot of testing. It means a lot of involvement from the engineers and the team in general.
I think Edo and I had or have had a great first season together. We kind of share the same objective and are aware that that requires teamwork. I truly love working with this group of people. All on the same page, we're all facing the same direction. Everyone is pushing very hard, very dedicated to the job.
We've got probably the best part of 50, 60 people working hard to push this car forward, push the team forward, push the development forward. I feel like there's going to be a big step next year.
New partners, new people able to help us, new people able to support us, so that we can start season 11 in a format which is really close to the final one, bringing additional people in the team which will really be able to get additional support, additional expertise, and that's what is coming for the next month.
We've got some new hardware, we've got some new software for next season. We're getting good numbers back, so my fingers are crossed that at least the work we're doing is good. That's what's keeping everyone driving forward, you know. You don't know what you don't know. There's still, 2-3 months now until the first race next year. It's going to come around fast. Yeah, it's exciting times.
Let's say take all those things which are a little bit everywhere right now, bring them together and make sure we form a very strong block to start season 11. And from there, we must really start to be a kind of a big system going through the season.